Athletes are getting ready for the men's 110 meters hurdles. But the shot put is on. The javelin was just through. There you are. The 110 meters hurdles for men. We have a lineup there of the top hurdlers of the universities. And the lineup there, Naresh Yadav in 1, Krishik M in 2, Yashwant Kumar in 3, Nishant Raja in 4, Mohammad VK in 5, Aldin Narona in 6, University of Mumbai, Vikas Khodke of the Shivaji University in 7, and Dhanush Adithan in lane 8. The 110 meters hurdles, it's a fascinating event to watch.
Absolutely. And of course, we can see the contestants. There are quite a few events which will be taken up tomorrow. Sometime during the day, we'll come out to you with later in a while back with the schedule. And of course, the rain delay, persistent rain making it a little soggy, blistery conditions. Rain started hammering down for more than a couple of hours. And that's the reason primarily we are behind schedule. Quite a few of the events could not take place as per schedule, but we are in for another one, a tough one. And polos of the University of Calicut with the All India University record.
The name Siddhartha Tingalaya, 13.48, brings happy memories. He trains in the United States, also trained in Australia, one of India's top hurdlers. And you go back to the great name Gurbachan Singh Randhawa in the Tokyo Olympics in 1964. Hurdling, of course, is basically, as we all know, a sprint race other than, of course, clearing the hurdles. And we saw earlier on in one of the women's events where someone kept on dropping, and that cost the hurdler the precious seconds and a position there on the podium. We'll give you the lineup once again. We have a total of 8 athletes. The national record 13.48. That's the lineup there. 1 is Naresh Yadav, 2 is Krishik, 3 is Yashwant Kumar, 4 is Nishant Raja, 5 is Mohammad VK, 6 is Aldin Narona, 7 is Vikas Khodke, and 8 is Dhanush Adityan. The men's 110 meters hurdles. The Americans dominated it. So did the British, Colin Jackson, and then of course you had wasn't it a Cuban who came in between, but essentially a domination by the Americans over the years.
That's right. The essence of the day is that we are looking for our next Gurbachan Randhawas, and basically they're showcasing the best of Indian talent at this particular level. 488 from the University of Madras there. Nishanti Raja Ji, of course, would be one of the prime contenders. It should be a close race. Of course, the athletes are, of course, piecing themselves up. It's as much as about the athleticism, the skills, the power, the strength, the stamina, and the reserves, as much as it is about the mental aspect of the game. Naresh Yadav there, limbering right beside him, running in from lane 1. Naresh on lane 1, of course, Krishik lane 2, Yashwant Kumar Laveti on lane 3, and Nishant Raja lane 4, Mohammad VK 5, Aldin Narona 6, Vikas Khodke 7, and of course Dhanush Aditya 8.
Interestingly, Sanjeev, Gurbachan Singh Randhawa's record of 14.09 seconds in 64 at Tokyo was broken only in September 2001. My maths is bad, so if you can minus 2001 to 1964, tells you what,
37 years. 37 years, one of the longest standing records in Indian athletics. Of course, Milkha Singh's record in a different category also stood for a very, very long time. One of V.T. Usha's records is still there for the taking, to be beaten. 38 years. These are very, very long records. And of course, records are meant to be beaten, but they also tell you how far ahead of their times these supreme athletes were, that it takes us so much of time and so much of effort, and actually more than a couple of decades possibly, to beat down their records. We'll have to see how far and how well this particular one progresses. As we see, we are winding down the clock. and coming towards the end of the day. And this one promises to be a thriller right down to the wire. You're watching the Khelo India University Games live and exclusively on the official broadcaster from the magnificent Kantiraba Stadium here in Bengaluru. We, of course, were hit by rain, a bit of thunder and lightning, certainly helping in bringing the temperatures down, but the temperature on the track certainly will not be down. They'll be up even more as these sprinters will give it their all for the 110-meter hurdles final. Who will it be?
Yes, so who will it be? Will it be Naresh Yadav? Will it be Krishik? Will it be Yashwant Kumar, Yashwant Raj, Mohammad VK, Aldin Narona, Vikas Kotke, or Dhanush Adityan? The final of the men's 110 meters hurdles. The important factor, clearance is the most important, not dropping equally important.
We're all set. The gun hopefully will go off. And off they go, a clean start. Hurdle one taken not really clearly, and of course we can see number 3, lane number 3 emerging, of course, Yashwant Kumar Laveti. Yashwant Kumar still in the lead, but he's literally been caught up by lane 7, Vikas, and Vikas seems to have sprinted past, and what an excellent finish there from bib 438 Vikas Kolke from Shivaji University. An absolutely belter of a finish there.
What a start it was there. A brilliant start you watch now in lane 3 is Yashwant Kumar Laveti of the Acharya Nagarjuna University. It's here that the man in number 7, which is Vikas Kotke of Shivaji University, still not there in the front. It's still at this point of time with just about 3 hurdles to go. It's still Yashwant Kumar Laveti, but from here on, taking the final hurdle, breasting the tape towards the end. What a finish. Great start for someone else and a brilliant finish for someone else. So we keep on saying, Sanjeev, how does it matter how you started? It's the finish which is important.
Oh, absolutely. Of course, some might say that morning shows today, of course, getting off the blocks firm and steady. And the important thing about us is that where we can see, of course, lane number 3, 4, 5, 6, all of them striking the hurdles. But this was a brilliant start. An absolutely fascinating start there, of course. And the way they completed the race, it was terrific. The good thing about Vikas, of course, running pace for pace, lap for lap at arm's length, he did not drop any of his hurdles, and that was a very, very clean race. Yashwantika Kumar, of course, trying his level best, flying over the bars, but it wasn't to be. It wasn't to be. Vikas lurching forward, lunging forward, and giving everything he had for this fantastic finish.
Sanjeev, when I talk to some of the top hurdlers, the 110 meters hurdlers, you ask them whether they do get their